guys, I'm just about to head out for some groceries, but I have had a couple of people ask, how do I start on a zero waste journey? And for me, I am already quite conscious of what I bring into my home, being a bit OCD with minimalism, but what really started me off was rethinking the things that I buy on a week-to-week basis, daily basis even, in the form of food staples. So I decided I was going to ditch the plastic bag, and it's been over a year and a half now, and it's been really, really lovely to not be bringing that into my home. I used to be a hoarder of plastic bags. I would reuse them for my garbage, so cutting them out was actually quite a challenge to begin with. But I found that the less that I was bringing into the home that was disposable, the less I needed any kind of form of garbage bin. And right now we actually don't have any rubbish bin at all, so it's been a really, really lovely journey getting along without the plastic. So ditching the plastic bag doesn't need to be hard. In fact, it's really easy. There are so many alternatives out there now. You can buy totes, you can buy the ones at the shops and reuse them. My biggest issue is remembering them. So I have a beautiful big basket that I use on a day-to-day basis. You can find them on our website. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's so big that you can't miss it. I keep it around the house in my car, and I take it everywhere in all sorts of events. It's one of my favorite items. So just make sure you have a wonderful alternative handy whenever you go shopping. So that's for your large grocery bags. The other thing is, when we are in the stores buying our fresh produce, a lot of people do, and I definitely did, buy those rolls of plastic bags, the really flimsy ones, short for your apples, your bananas, or whatever you put all your different fruits in. So when I started to rethink how I can eliminate this, I just started by actually getting rid of the bag and putting all the produce in my trolley. But I was finding that was an issue because they were rolling around, and it was just a nightmare getting to the checkout and having to individually bring all of these pieces of fruit and veggies up. That was a bit of a nightmare. So I would recommend that if you don't have another option, definitely. But otherwise, there are so many great options out now. And I came across the idea of a reusable, washable produce bag. And it's been really lovely being able to use this. So to give you an idea, I just use one that's on my website. We sell them in packs of 5, and they are 100% cotton. But you can buy other brands, there are many out there. You can also make your own from old pillowcases, towels, cotton sheets, if you're handy with sewing, but I'm not. So these are for those mums and families and people who cannot sew like me. They're great, so I'll show you how I use them today, but I just go out to the shops, fill them up with my goodies, apples, bananas, whatever it is, and they get weighed as usual, and you can keep them in the fridge just like that, or you can take them out when you get home. So you basically just want some form of bag that you can take home, wash, and pop your veggies and your fruits in, and it saves another element of plastic entering your home and being disposed of. So these have been a real blessing for us. When you actually get into the shopping centre, the thing that really, I guess, also helped me along my journey to zero waste was ratioing my shopping trolley. So I'd look in my trolley and be like, wow, I have so much packaging. So it got me on the idea that I need to start dividing it. I need to start with a certain percentage of unpackaged, a certain percentage of packaged, and work from there. And that was a goal I set for myself. So I think I started off with 50-50, which was pretty much what we were doing anyway, and slowly every week cutting back. So 70% unpackaged, recyclable packaging, fresh produce, etc., and 30% was the packaged items, and building it up. So now I think we work at about 95% unpackaged and bulk and fresh produce and recyclable produce, and about 5% is packaged goods. And one day I'd love to eliminate that, but I am still working on that myself. So that's a great way if you are thinking of going along this road of reducing your waste. Start by ditching the plastic bags and the produce bags, and start looking at your trolley from a different perception of what contribution is this food that I'm consuming making on the earth. One other aspect that I found really helpful was when I started ditching disposable cleaning product, or any type of cleaning product, store-bought toiletries, etc., I was finding I didn't actually need to go down certain corridors in the supermarket. So that was another really refreshing thing. So I don't need to go down the baby aisle for any baby products, nappies, wipes, whatever. I don't use any of those. I don't need to go down the meat aisle. I don't need to go down the dairy aisle. I don't need to go down the cleaning aisle, the dog food aisle, all of those things, because we had switched everything now to either a whole food based and vegan diet, but also because I was making a lot of these things at home. So you'll find when you start on this journey that so many different options and ideas and alternatives will slowly start resonating with you, and you will attract these kinds of ideas, and it's really refreshing and empowering in a way. So we'll head to the shops now.